Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the One Akashic. I'm Natalia, and I am going to finally be doing the Venus and Libra tarot for you guys. So this is going to affect mostly cardinal signs. So of course, I'm going to do all the cardinal signs. We finally got some new storylines for a lot of the signs. I feel like I'm going to pat myself on the back and say that I really do feel like I picked up on these new storylines a little bit before most people. Finally, we've got new energy coming into our signs, and I think we're going to see a lot of new energy in our cardinals too. Okay. Hey, Mahesh, are you here? Wait a minute. I can't tell. It just tells me to invite you. But are you here? Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. All right. So yeah. So, obviously we're going to be doing Libra, Capricorn, Aries, and who's the other cardinal? Libra, Capricorn, Aries. Is Cancer the other? Is Cancer the water cardinal? Guys, let me know. I think it is Cancer, in fact. Okay. That would be cool. Let me see. Well, let me shuffle my cards first, guys. So welcome everyone. Happy Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, right? Hump day. I think that's what you working people call it, right? Happy hump day. Who did that? With Osho Zen, it doesn't matter if it's in reverse or not, so I can just collect up these cards and shuffle them right. Yes, I will be clarifying your cards today with Osho Zen, and you guys already know how I feel about Osho Zen. It is my gold standard for clarification. Since this is about, hey J Love, how are you, my dear? Since this is a clarification about something serious, Venus moving into Libra, where it is exalted. There's a lot going on, actually. Mars is in Scorpio. I'm so happy that you're feeling better, J Love. Yesterday, when I did my live, I was telling the live that I hope you joined so I could pull you some cards, J Love, and I will definitely pull you cards today. Yesterday was my birthday. It was also the first day of my period for the month, and everyone, D'Angelo fucking died yesterday. What the hell? I love D'Angelo. How is he going to go and die on my birthday? Aquarius? D'Angelo's an Aquarius. Oh my God, guys. D'Angelo. What the hell? How can we go on without D'Angelo? How? Somebody tell me, because I don't know. I don't know what's happening in this world anymore. So guys, D'Angelo is like known for having that addiction to coke or something like that. But right? I mean, he's absolutely brilliant. He was absolutely gorgeous. Let's face it, D'Angelo's a good-looking Aquarius, right? And then he goes and freaking dies of cancer and, breaks everybody's heart, I'm sure. And, his mom survived him. And I think she did a whole thing about how awful it is to, see your child go. And I mean, hell to the yes, of course, that is awful. All right, guys. So, yeah, I don't know. We should do some sort of moment of silence or prayer or something like that for D'Angelo, because he's made such an indelible, beautiful contribution to the music scene, to our American culture. Okay. Definitely deserves that. Okay. So we're going to do the cardinal signs, but let me just take a minute to talk to you guys about how this transit is going to be affecting y'all. Let me look at this side part here. Is it doing me some justice? Let me know if I should change it. I'm going to change it. I think I look like I have a Donald Trump comb over type of thing going on. So let me just correct this. Okay. Get some of my fake edges down. I wish I had edges. Okay. That's so much better. Okay. So everyone, welcome to the One Akashic. We're talking about Venus and Libra today. All right. So Venus moved into Libra on October 13th. So not yesterday, the day before. And it's going to stay there until November 6th. And this is a really important transit because Venus is exalted in Libra, right? Venus rules Libra and also it rules Taurus. And so Venus is very happy in Libra. And Libras are a lot, a lot of the emphasis for the Libra sign is about, Libra's really, really exploring options, right? A lot of people call that being indecisive, but I think a lot of Libras would say, no, this is about, exploring options and things like that. I mean, I'm a Libra and I can tell you that, before I make a decision about anything, I really want to look at all the options, and options are valuable to me, for obvious reasons. Okay, so the emphasis of, Venus and Libra in 2025 is going to be on relationships, obviously. It's going to, it's going to create an early cuffing season. This this AI from Google is saying. All right, so like people are just going to be a lot happier to enter into like monogamous relationships during this transit, okay? A lot of people are going to prioritize being graceful, having grace in situations, and being charming. So I think interactions with people are going to be a lot nicer because you catch a lot more flies with honey. And Venus in Libra, Libras absolutely know this already, right? All right, so obviously balance, right? Justice is going to play a big role here. Now, a lot of people think that, Venus and Libra is all about the charm, all about, being enhancing friendships, enhancing relationships, but it's going to be a lot about that justice card, okay? That justice card is Libra also. And if Libra is in her strength, if Venus is in her strength in Libra, then addressing issues diplomatically is definitely going to happen. But justice must be served, okay? So those issues will be addressed. They'll just be addressed diplomatically. So if there are any inconsistencies in your relationship, if there is not equity in relationships, whatever kind of relationships they are, they will be addressed during this transit, okay? And so, this is going to provide a lot of support for the cardinal signs. Now, this is part of a grand air trine, okay? So Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, right? So those are the cardinals. This is a grand air trine that, happened on my birthday, October 14th, okay? And it is concerning Uranus and Gemini in retrograde, and it's also concerning Pluto in Aquarius, also in retrograde, okay? I'm sorry, I thought Pluto moved. Oh yeah, Pluto is a modern ruler of Scorpio, okay? And it's in Aquarius, and if you ask me, Aquarius is the Scorpio of the air signs, okay? So both of those planets are in retrograde, okay? That causes adverse effects for a lot of people in a lot of ways, okay? Now, Gemini is all about communication. Uranus is in Gemini, so that's going to affect communication, okay? I should have done noise canceling. We have, you guys know that we have a lot going on in our house currently, okay? So, this grand air trine is going to be a lot lighter. A trine is a good thing, okay? When we're talking about aspects, a trine is a good thing. It should bring positive changes. It should bring positive, events into your life. But just take note that Uranus and Pluto are in retrograde, okay? So I hope you guys can overlook that, okay? So of course, we're going to start off with our beautiful Libra, right? Because this is all about Libra, really, okay? So let's know, what is it that Libra, guys, we're going to start the reading now, okay? What is it that Libra needs to know during this transit, okay? So what is it that Libra needs to know during, Venus transiting your sign, okay? Oh, what the? Okay, we got 2 of Cups, all right. Oh my God. Now I have to tell you guys, I've been getting 2 of Cups lovers for like every question that I ask. Okay. So, and it started yesterday, which is when the grand air trine happened. Okay. All right. So let's get one more message for Libra. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? What's going to happen to Libra? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? This is amazing. Okay. We've got the 2 of Cups, the Lovers, and the Empress. Boy, the Empress is you, Libra. And specifically, it's Venus. Okay. We've got a lot of Venus symbology here. Okay. We've got the Venus sign right there. Also the sign for the feminine, divine feminine. We've got all these pomegranates on her dress, suggesting fertility, but also indirectly Venus. So it just seems to me that during this transit, a lot of love is going to be coming to you, a lot of romance, excitement, a lot of true love. But let's clarify so that we can see. This is absolutely, and you know how I feel, y'all, when the cards are that good, all the rest of the cards are going to be like fucking 5 of Cups, 7 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. Don't nobody want to see those cards, okay? Okay, deck, spirit. Okay, give me one for the 2 of Cups, please. Wow, Libra, this is outstanding already. Okay, what did I say? What did I say? Oh, the 4 of Cups. Okay, the Lovers. Okay, Queen of Wands. Ooh la la, you might have Aries around you, the Empress, or just somebody very, very attractive, maybe a Pisces. Let's see what we've got for the Empress, Seven of Cups. I wonder if that means that a lot of people are looking at Libra in that way, you know. Also, guys, I'm pretty sure I'm going to start munching on a caramel. Y'all, if you know what a caramel is, but all y'all going to see it. So far, we've got Two of Cups. So we've got, you know, beautiful reciprocated love. However, right now, it looks like, you know, the transit just started. Right now, it might be looking like, you know, maybe you're not noticing a cup coming towards you, or you've given a cup and someone's not noticing that it's coming towards them. I'm also seeing somebody here who might be secluding themselves a little bit and meditating, but they've got you on their mind, something like that. For the lovers, we've got the Queen of Wands. So that could be any fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And it, you know, most likely, I mean, not most likely, but, you know, the Queen of Wands is Aries, actually, Pisces and Aries energy. And we've got a major for Gemini here. But what I see here is a lot of passionate love, a very, very strong connection. And with the Queen of Wands here, I see like somebody is very much in their sexual energy, very much in their manifesting energy, getting a lot of attention. And again, getting a lot of attention with maybe some daydreaming, many suitors, something along those lines. So let's clarify a little bit more so we can narrow down the message of what this all together. It's already very nice and exciting. I mean, Four of Cups. Give me one for the Four of Cups, please. For the Four of Cups, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So here we see somebody not noticing an Ace of Cups, yet there still is an Ace of Pentacles here. So you know what that's telling me? The Ace of Cups maybe moves a little faster than the Pentacle. So perhaps you're going to be able to build some strong, you know, reciprocated friendship and love here with somebody. You know, the kind of connection that would lead to marriage. But it's going to be like a slower going process, but the opportunity is there. And before the opportunity really comes to fruition, you may think that it's not going to work out, or the person that you're dealing with may think, you know, Libra didn't notice me, or you might be thinking, hey, this person didn't notice me, but they did. It's just going to be something that takes a little time, I think. Okay. Queen of Wands. Oh my God, we've got the counterpart for the Queen of Wands, King of Wands. Oh my gosh, that's Sagittarius energy typically, but it could really be any fire sign. That could be Leo, that could be Aries. But what I see here is a divine union, frankly. Okay, I see high passion and divine union. This pair can be very inspiring to each other entrepreneurially. Also, they can really inspire each other to like get business ideas off the ground. Really strong fire energy so far, especially in one section of your reading. We've got quite a bit of cups too. We have Scorpio with the Seven of Cups and Libra Taurus with the Empress. Okay, Seven of Cups, and we've got a little bit of Cancer as well. Seven of Cups, Temperance. Wow. Wow. I feel like, Libra, this might be saying that whatever you've been daydreaming about, whatever you've been like manifesting, being confused about, wanting, you know, it's going to come in time. Again, that's what I was picking up with that Ace of Pentacles, but it looks like you're going to be able to bring some things together in time, and it's really going to work out for you. And maybe even it's divinely guided, because, you know, in the original Rider-Waite Temperance, that's the Archangel Michael, I believe, in the imagery. And he is an angel who is here to make destined things happen. Okay. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. So let's get a little bit of Osho Zen and see if I'm moving in the right direction. But Libra, this is a stellar reading. It really does look like this grand air trine is going to be everything that it's supposed to be. We've got the Eight of Wands for Ace of Pentacles. So something's going to move a little slowly. You might believe that somebody's not interested, or somebody might believe that you're not interested, but boy, when it starts, it's going to start. Okay. You're going to have a lot of quick changes in a situation, a lot of communication suddenly. Okay. Give me one for the Queen of Wands, King of Wands, lovers. Oh my God, go with the flow. I believe go with the flow is the Page of Cups. So yeah, there's a love offer coming in. Somebody is coming in to tell you something. Let me just make sure that it's the Page and not the Knight. Yeah, I think it's, or it could even be the Ace. Hold on. Yeah, that's actually the Ace of Cups. Wow. So remember how over here in the Four of Cups, it looks like the Four of Cups like didn't didn't happen, right? It's sort of missed here. That's because there's some fuckery that needs to be resolved here, and then it will. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles, and then a lot of fast movement is going to happen. And so here, when we see the passion coming into this, okay, and we see that these two people can finally be counterparts, we've got the Ace of Cups coming in. So now that new love is going to start. Beautiful. All during this transit. Okay, give me one for the Temperance, Seven of Cups. Empress, please. Oh my God. Ace. You got almost every ace in here. The only thing you don't have is the Ace of Wands, which you kind of don't need because you've got the Lovers, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Wands. That is an Ace of Wands. Okay, this is the, wait. Is that the Ace of Wands or the Justice? Hold on, let me make sure. Actually, I think that's the Justice. Wow, this is going to lead to marriage. Whatever union this is, Libra, with the Justice card coming up and Temperance. Libras, y'all's is getting married. Yeah, that's the Justice. Okay, this is about, and the Justice is in the Osho Zen is very much like the Ace of Wands, that realization, the veil being lifted, you knowing exactly what's going to happen. And you know what this is telling me too, Libra, that you know this already. Okay, Libras, those of you who are single, those of you who are looking, this person is coming in right now. And you're going to think that this person's not interested at first just because they have like baggage. They have other stuff that they need to fix. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. It's surprisingly very hot in here. So let me just take this off. Yeah, guys, it's, something destined is coming towards you. And of course it would be during a grand air trine, okay? In your house with your ruling planet. All right, let's just leave that off for a minute. All right, so Libra, this is such a gorgeous, gorgeous message. This is exactly what's going to be happening for the lot of you, okay? So let's keep it moving. All right, we're going to move on to Taurus. So Libra, AI here is saying that this grand air trine is going to be a fulfilling time for you. You're going to feel more comfortable expressing your desires, prioritizing pleasure and romance, okay? Okay, so, lovely. Just hang out towards the end and I'm going to answer questions for you. Okay, J-Love? Stay right there. Hey, MKs. I hope it's okay to call you that. All right, so now we're moving on to Taurus. Hard work may not get noticed, attracting attention and opportunities, okay? So for you guys, if you're really, working very hard, it's possible. Kelly, you certainly can, girl. Just do me a favor, wait till the end and I will answer questions. I'm only doing the cardinal signs today, so I'll definitely have time to answer questions for my top gifters and my founding members like J-Love and also my subscribers, my super fans, of course, okay? All right, so yeah, it looks like for some reason, I told you that there are some retrogrades happening during this grand air trine. So it looks like it may affect Taurus a little adversely in terms of getting noticed at work, but you will be attracting other types of attention and opportunities. Okay, Taurus? So let's get started on your reading. Okay, so what does Taurus need to know for this beautiful transit of Venus in Libra? Sorry, Taurus, you'll get your turn. Okay, what does Taurus need to know? Strength. Judgment, 8 of Cups, one more. All right, we got 2 more. We've got the Page of Wands and the 4 of Wands. Okay, beautiful cards. We see stability. We see, okay, we've got the Strength and the Judgment here. Strength is a major for Leo. Judgment is a major for Scorpio. Okay. So what I see here is a lot of passion for something. I also see possibly like a sort of awakening. It could be a reconciliation, but let's wait on that. This is a bigger message than that, All right, and then we've got the 8 of Cups. So it looks like you may be walking away from something disappointing. You may be withdrawing or leaving something behind. Maybe chucking some old baggage. Walking away from things that are not helping you is always a good thing, right? Because then you're walking into the direction of your 9 of Cups, which are your wish fulfillments. And then we've got the Page of Wands and the 4 of Wands. So we've got a bit of fire energy here, strong Aries energy, and what we see here is excitement and stability. Okay, so let's start clarifying this so that we can see really what's going on with Taurus. But overall, this is really great self-corrective energy, okay? Okay, so let's get one for the strength, please. Let me move these over a little bit. Let's get one for the strength. Okay, wow, you're Taurus, you really won a lot of cards. We've got the Page of Cups in the World. What I see here is that, you know, Taurus, you may be resisting like a love offer, okay, with the World, or something that you really, really had a passion for is coming to you. That could be in the way of like creative pursuits or something like that. Maybe something is finally arriving, something that you really tried to control your excitement for, something that you've kind of been summoning, something you really wanted and had a high passion for is coming towards you. Now with the Page of Cups, it could be a creative endeavor or it could be a brand new love offer. Now, for some of you, this could also be you resisting and making sure that a love offer or a new commitment to a creative endeavor just stays dead, okay? We'll get more cards and know which one it is. Okay, the Judgment. Magician. Wow. It looks like, you know, it does look like there's a new creative endeavor coming towards you. With the Judgment here, I just feel like you're finding out what it is you really want to do. At this time, you're like discovering a set of skills that you have and how to apply those skills. Taurus, I feel like, I don't know. I really get the energy that for most of you Taurans, this is going to be about you being like, I have arrived. Like, you know, this creative endeavor that started off kind of small or is a new chance is really going to take me somewhere. And I have to put a lot of passion and energy into this so that it can become this amazing thing. And I feel like it's just like giving you excitement. It's giving you a sense of accomplishment. It's waking you up and it's waking up your ideas and your capabilities. And it's just like, you know, piggybacking, like, okay, so now I feel really creative about this. Let me try that. Oh, that's inspired me to do this. And now that, you know, it's something like that. Okay, Eight of Cups. Okay, so it looks to me like, I want to say that it looks to me like you're walking away from something or someone, okay? And when you're walking away, you're going to start to trust your intuition more, and you're also going to have a new perspective. You may be walking away because you have the new perspective, Taurus. I don't know why, but I feel like you have Scorpio placements. Now, you know, we've got the Judgment, but we have other majors. We've got Cancer, Pisces with the High Priestess. We have Pisces with the Hangman. And we have Leo with the Strength card. But I feel like you have Scorpio placements because this story sounds familiar to me. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're walking away from, you know, not tapping into your intuition. And I think that you're walking away from outdated perspectives. Okay. All right. Let's get one for the Page of Wands. We've got the Page of Swords. So I feel like you're going to be communicating a lot. You're going to be very passionate and excited about a new thing that you're doing. It could be a new person you're doing. But I feel like you're really just breaking out of some kind of, I wouldn't be surprised if the Hierophant ends up coming out to show that you're breaking out of like some sort of preconceived notions, breaking out of some sort of, you know, imposed definition of who you're supposed to be. And, you know, the Hierophant would be you, but I feel like if we got it, we would get it in reverse or something like that, showing that like, you know, Taurus, you're really going to have like an enlightenment. That's what I see here, an enlightenment, especially with the Judgment card. Give me the four, with the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands, it's super excitement, super charged excitement. And with the Page of Swords, you might be learning something new. Hey, Mahesh, welcome. I actually shouted you out at the beginning of the live, okay, because I thought you had joined. You may be learning something new, you know, you may be observing and also just communicating, but like with high octane energy. Four of Wands, Three of Wands. Yeah, you're planning, looking for stability in something. So let's say you just started like a project at work. You're planning and like, you know, working towards that thing stabilizing. And I also think that you're working towards stabilizing yourself and whatever your dreams are for making money and for work, you know, everyday work. Okay, give me one for the World, please. For the World, we've got this Strength again. Yeah, I really think that a lot of you, this is something that you're putting a lot of energy into. Now, I mean, come on, what are the odds that this line of reading is going to start with the with the Strength and then ends with the Strength. I mean, that's bananas. That's bananas. Magician. Four of Pentacles. You know what this is? This is advice, okay, Taurus? Whatever beautiful skills you have, whatever it is that you're working on, I think the universe is saying to keep this close to you. Now, if you have to collaborate with people, tell them only what they need to know. Don't give them everything, okay? All right, let's get the High Priestess. The Queen of Swords. There's somebody that's going to be helping you on your way. I really feel like the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess is almost like Venus is like, hey, Taurus, it's me, Venus, honey. I'm exalted in Libra, and that means I'm good for you too. So have confidence, okay? There's somebody that you're going to, you know, heavily be relying on. You are going to walk away from some sort of, you know, restriction when it comes to dealing with this person that you've been communicating in, maybe in secret. You need to talk to this person. They give you what you need to keep going. The Hanged Man could be a Libra. The Hanged Man, the Nine of Swords. That change in perspective is something that's going to, you know, really stress you out, okay? Page of Swords. Ace of Wands. Oof. This is so exciting. And, you know, wow. Just if there is a person involved, it's going to be quite lovely. Okay, Three of okay, yeah, wow. You're doing this with someone, okay? You may be doing it with a team, but there's definitely somebody helping you. Okay, Taurus, we've got the Three of Cups and the Page of Swords again. And I see the Page of Swords here and the Page of Wands. I feel like that might be you and a counterpart. So this could be romantic, but I really get an entrepreneurial feeling from this. I really feel like there's a collaborator. There's somebody that you like bounce ideas off of. There's somebody that inspires you to keep going. And I feel like this person is your soul tribe. And I feel like you've gone through a long process of finally realizing this person is my soul tribe. Like this is somebody that I've with the Eight of Cups. Give me one for the Eight of Cups, please. Yeah, the Queen of Wands and the Star. I think the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords are the same person, to be honest with you, okay? Queen of Wands and the Star. Something will be illuminated to you. Someone that you may have an attraction to is also like your best friend, okay? And that person is your muse. All right, guys, let's keep going. That was a beautiful reading for Taurus. I love that for you, Taurus. All right, let's keep going. We are moving on to Aquarius. Oh, my lovely Aquariuses. You guys have been having a really hard time, especially if you're dealing with Capricorn, which is, actually, I don't know why Aquarius is going to be affected so high. We're going to move on to Capricorn actually, but Aquarius is, if you're dealing with Capricorn, it's time for you to stop. It's just not, it's not meant to be, it's not meant to work out. Capricorn and Aquarius isn't the best match to begin with. Okay. All right. So let's get Capricorn. Aquarius is not a cardinal sign. It just kind of showed up in this AI thing, but no, we're doing our cardinals and then I'm answering questions. In case we are not doing Virgo today, this is all about the Grand Air Trine specifically. Oh, what's your sign? I believe that your name is in Arabic, but I can't read that. So you have to tell me, okay? Romanize it for me, please. And thank you so much for the 14 diamonds. MKs, we're not doing Virgo today, love, but I do believe that I just posted some Virgo readings from another live. So if you want to, hello, Hailey, or Haley, tell me how I should, you're Capricorn. Okay. You're Capricorn, your person's Aquarius. Yeah, it's just not, you guys are just not seeing eye to eye, and I don't think you will. Okay, yeah, if you need to jump off, that's fine, love. Check out my profile, though. There's more Virgo readings there, okay? Yeah, Hailey, do you feel like that's happening between you and your Aquarius? Good morning, Haley. How are you, my dear? Haley, we are not doing Sag today, so if you need to jump off, you definitely can. We are doing only the cardinal signs today, okay? All right, let's go Capricorn. Okay, let me move these over. Oh my God, guys, let me munch on this a little bit. Okay, love you, Haley. Have a great day. This is a caramel, y'all. If you're from the Caribbean, you'll know what this is. Yeah, this is it. Right? Diamond Love, this is it. Caramel, man. Let me tell you, my mommy gone to Queens to visit with my aunties. And my aunties were so nice. They gave my mom same. They gave her, they did shopping for her, and they made barra fishy and everything. It was so nice of them. And every time my mom go to Queens, she gets like little things like this, like pine tart. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my God. I want sugar cane too. Where are you, Diamond? Let's go get sugar cane. Come now, gal. Yeah, we go get sugar cane. I think I told you that I have family in Canada too. I really need to go to Canada because my mom and my sister went to Canada and they were like, yo, Canada's lit. Like, they were like, it's clean as fuck in Canada. Like, they have a lot of really good fruits available, like better than America, apparently, in Canada. Like passion fruit and stuff like that. My auntie Dot, like, chauffeured my mom and sister around Canada, and they fell in love with it. Okay, they fell in love with it. All right, guys, let's do Capricorn. And also, let me just let y'all know that that one little caramel candy bar, it doesn't, I don't think caramel has any candy in it. And it's manufactured, I think, in like England. Look, the company is called Tunnocks. All right. I've been eating this since I was little. I even have pictures of my son sitting there with the caramels like when he's a baby. All right, guys. I'm so sorry. Let me get on to oh, I wanted to say that when I eat one caramel, I end up eating the whole 4-pack. Okay. Oh, J Love, you've been to Canada. Yeah, right. I feel like it might be a little nicer, like a lot nicer, not a little bit, from what I'm understanding, a lot nicer. Pictures were dope too. Like, just looked really good. Okay, Caps. What does Capricorn need to know during this transit? What does Capricorn need to know during this transit? Okay, we've got the Death, the 9 of Pentacles. I kind of got this. Oh my God. You know, I've never had dark chocolate, hot chocolate. I really want to try that, J Love. 7 of Pentacles. And one more. And the 6 of Wands. Okay. All right. We've got the Death. So I do see either something ending or, yeah, Diamond Love. That's what I'm hearing. Like, Canada is a really beautifully, you know, not homogenous society. What's the opposite of homogenous? Heterogeneous society. Like America, but without all the strife, you know? But I listen, I think that that's what defines the American experience, you know, all of that rebellion. Okay, so I do see a transformation coming for Capricorn, or something coming completely to a close. Okay, we've got the 9 of Pentacles and also the 7 of Pentacles. So Capricorn, I feel like there's a heavy focus on finances here, but I also feel like you're going to be spending some time alone, very alone. Okay. Very alone. I feel like you're going to be waiting for something. And I think that this thing is going to come in. This card has been coming out as arrogance for me. Okay. So you may need to check your arrogance, Capricorn. Now, I know Capricorns who are outwardly very humble and inwardly very arrogant. Okay. And I love Capricorns. I get along with Capricorns very well, but almost all of them are like that. And I like that about them. I want to have that kind of confidence and be more like that too. But that may get in the way for you guys sometimes. And what I will, what I will give Capricorn to, whatever confidence that whatever arrogance that that perceived arrogance that they have, they can usually back it up. Okay. All right. So let's keep going. Let's get one for the Death. What's going on here? Okay, we've got the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so maybe something is coming to an end. Maybe you're going to, maybe you're transforming. Maybe you're going to stop doing some dumb shit that you do all the time. I'm so sorry guys, but that's what I hear. You're going to stop doing some dumb shit that you do all the time. We'll figure out what that is, hopefully. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. We've got the Fool here. Okay. Maybe you've been going through a time where you stay on your own and you're, just sort of focusing on yourself, focusing on healing. With the Fool here, I see that you're going to have a new beginning. You're going to want to enjoy pleasure. Like you may be moving out of a cycle. With the 7 of Pentacles, I have the 3 of Swords. Something you were waiting for isn't going to happen for you. Some of you could be divvying up assets after a divorce. 6 of Wands. And the Emperor. What did I tell you? If anybody has a perceived arrogance that they can actually back up, it's Capricorn, okay? 6 of Wands, public recognition, popularity. And with the Emperor card here, I don't know, you might be taking control over something. Let's see. Let's get a little bit more about this, okay? Okay, the 8 of Pentacles, please. Seven of Pentacles again. Aloneness. Capricorn, I think you're transforming. You're going through a transformation in which you stop a behavior that isolates you. Okay. With the 7 of Pentacles, I see a lot of waiting and I see, somebody on their own just waiting a lot. Okay. And the Fool card here. Okay. We got the Ace of Cups. So yeah, it looks like feeling love for somebody is going to inspire you to, take a leap of faith. 3 of Swords. King of Pentacles. There may be a rich sugar daddy coming into your life. This may also be you just feeling even more confident after like a difficult time. Okay. The Emperor. It also could be loyalty. Like maybe this also could be you discerning the power of loyalty. Okay. Loyalty, standing by your people. This seems to be a theme that like Capricorn kind of needs to learn. We've got the Lovers here. So I feel like there's something that you want back and you will get it back here with the 6 of Wands, Emperor and the Lovers. I feel like there's a strong connection and to enjoy something like there's an Emperor that you want back. Somebody very powerful in your energy, somebody who is commanding, who I don't know, just takes charge. Somebody who makes you feel supported. You want this person back or you want this situation back that provides like a certain level of support for you. And it's somebody that you have a strong friendship or, even, this could be a lover. This should be coming back to you. Okay. But it looks like it's going to come back to you after you learn a lesson about your own behavior. Okay. So give me one for the 3 of Swords. Okay, we've got the 10 of Cups for the 3 of Swords. So it's almost like you staying on your own is causing a lot of heartbreak. And when you experience what that person experienced, it's going to help you to discover how you can empathize with other people and be there for them. Okay. And what the tenets of family is like, what makes people feel the love of family? Loyalty, okay? Dedication. So if you expect that from people, you have to give it to people, okay? That's what I see from that line. Give me one for the Lovers. We've got a reunion, okay? What did I tell you? Did I tell you that you wanted somebody? Okay, here's this person. They will come back, but they're going to come back after you learn a lesson, okay? You're going to learn a lesson about, staying on your own a lot, pushing people away, okay? You're going to take a leap of faith in a new direction that is inspired by the Ace of Cups. Give me one for the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, intensity. Okay, so this is the Knight of Wands. What you're going to learn here is to go after what you want. Show people you want them. Show them how excited you are that they're alive. Show them that you care for them, okay? This is beautiful, all right, Capricorn? I see a softening for Capricorn here, okay? Capricorns are very logical people. They are very methodical, and I love that about them. And I also want to see my Capricorns soften up and let love in, okay? All right, guys, so let's keep going. We're moving on to... Cancer. Sorry, guys, I'm quiet because I'm trying to think. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, we have to do Aries and we have to do Cancer, okay? So we also did the signs that, we also did some signs that are ruled by Venus, okay, in that Taurus. Okay, so Cancer. What does Cancer need to know concerning this transit? What does Cancer need to know concerning the Venus and Libra transit? Oh, sugar snaps. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. Let me just get my cards straight because I don't purposefully put my cards upside down, okay? If my cards come up upside down, it's because Spirit wanted it to, okay? So I really take a painstaking process to keep my cards perfectly upright. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, let's shuffle again. Hey everyone, you know how bad I want to finish the rest of that caramel and then eat the other 4, right? All right, everyone. What does Cancer need to know during this transit? Venus in Libra. Okay, we've got the 4 of Swords. That's a Libra card. We've got the Page of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands. Wow. Fire energy at the end. Lots of hot Leo and Sagittarius fire energy at the end. We've got a Page of Pentacles in the middle. Somebody might really be into you. Somebody may be looking at you, watching you. And then we've got Libra energy with the 4 of Swords. Okay, so let's hold all these cards up so you guys can see. Okay. No water. Absolutely no water here. All right, let's keep going. 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is all about, taking a rest. 10 of Pentacles. What? Libra, you may be spending a lot of time with family. You may be really focusing on work and resting, like resting and recovering. Did I say Libra? I mean Cancer. Sorry. I am a Libra Cancer. So I might be thinking about myself here. I did need to rest a lot recently, okay? And, family is always at the forefront of my thinking. Let's keep going. This is very interesting, Cancer. Page of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. 6 of Wands. 4 of Wands. Beautiful. 8 of Wands. The Moon and the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see if that meant to come out like that. The 2 of Wands. Okay. Okay, so. I think somebody may be having sleepless nights about you, Cancer, or you may be having sleepless nights about somebody. This person could be younger than you. This person could be somebody who's in training at the moment. Okay, we'll get more about that. Cancer, if you're working on your house, it's going to be really good, very stable, very beautiful. Okay. But I also see that, you know, there could be a Leo coming towards you and this person may want to live with you. All right, Cancer. And then I see a lot of messages coming towards you. I feel like they're going to be mysterious at first, but you're waiting for them to come in regardless. Okay. You may be having a lot of anxiety about these messages not coming in. Okay. All right. Give me one for the 10 of Pentacles, please. Some of you Cancers may be recovering from something. Okay, interestingly, we've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands that came out for the 10 of Pentacles. It's almost like an uncanny, unusual matchup or connection here. This is Aries energy with the Queen of Wands, and this is, you know, mostly Gemini energy with the King of Wands. Interesting. Cancer, you could have somebody with both placements, Gemini, Aries, coming towards you, and you might be sleeping on this right now, knowing that this person, like intuitively knowing that this person is like your 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. 9 of Swords, King of Wands. There's somebody, Cancer, who loves you very deeply and who takes care of you and kind of worships you. And you may be having a lot of anxiety about this person. And this person can be a King of Wands, could be, you know, a Sagittarius, could be, you know, any fire sign. 4 of Wands, the Devil. Interesting. For some of you Cancers, I feel like you have a very strong attachment to your home. There may be a Leo coming in to shake up your home. The Moon, 2 of Pentacles. Some communication is going to come in and it's going to make you question, okay? Have questions. 2 of Pentacles and 2 of Wands. Yeah, can be a sibling. It could be any kind of love relationship. 2 of Wands. 2 of Swords. Yeah, you're going to have a decision to make during this transit, Cancer. And I think it has to do with a Leo that could be coming in, okay? A Leo that you're going to have a very strong attachment to, okay? All right, guys, that's Cancer. That was like a little scary, right? That reading, it was like, Oh, J-Love, you have a Cancer sister. I see. Yeah, maybe that Cancer sister is coming to live with you. All right, guys. And finally, we are going to do Aries. I want to do Aries too. I want to do Aries too because I realized that I did not do an Akashic message for Aries, and I'm not going to do Aries' Akashic message today, just because I thought I had it done in the first part of the recording. I will do it tomorrow though. All right, everyone, let's get going with Aries. Aries, what does Aries need to know during this transit? Okay, Aries, you're going to get a new car. Some of you are working on a lot of things right now, but it is all getting under control and underway, okay? We've got the 10 of Pentacles here. Beautiful. We've got the 3 of Swords, heartbreak or divorce. And that Devil. Interesting. All right, let's keep going. The Chariot. Okay, we've got the Page of Swords. Aries, I feel like you're working on something significant. It could have to do with cement, okay? I'm just saying. This is something that you feel really restless about. This is something that you would be a newbie in, okay? But it's also something that takes a lot of coordination, okay? Some of you are getting a new car and you're really happy about it. Okay, 10 Ten of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. Some communication, some fast changes are coming towards your family life, okay? Or there's just a lot of talking around your home, you know, about your home. Maybe you're fixing up your house. Maybe you're, you know, there's a lot of communication about your legacy, okay? Three of Swords. Okay, Three of Swords. We have some competition here. I see, you know, the Three of Swords could be heartbreak. It could be an ending. It could also just be a lot of grief and stress and depression. And it seems to be all around a lot of arguments. It could be around just a lot of stressful. There may be a lot of people around you right now just stressing you out. Honestly, that might be all that is. The Devil. Justice. Well, there's that Venus. I mean, goodness. Okay, let's clarify a little bit more. Let's get one for the Justice. Strength. Two majors. Oh my God, that's three majors in a row. I feel like you're going to try to get something under control. Five of Wands. Empress. You're going to be fighting with your partner. Eight of Wands. Ten of Wands. Page of Cups. Yeah, something's been really difficult. Like there's a difficult task that you have. But I also feel like you have to deal with like moody people in order for this task to get done. Page of Swords. Two of Wands again. With the Two of Wands, I really feel like you're looking, planning for the future. Whatever it is that you're working on, it's something that like you're looking forward to it being completed and being completed well. With the Page of Cups, I feel like there may be a Cancer that you have to deal with that gets on your nerves, and you have to talk a lot to this person. But it's like such a fucking pain in the ass to have to talk to this person. Okay. Let me get one for the Empress here. Why are you fighting with the Empress though? The Empress. Oh, the Queen of Swords. You know what, Aries, I feel like you and someone, like maybe your partner or something like that, are just going to be like arguing a bit out of like stress, like stressful situations. And you guys really just need to soften up and see each other from the other perspective. Give me one for the Three of Swords. Oh, we've got the Nine of Swords here. So this has to do with like loneliness, isolation, and like, you know, acknowledging if somebody actually wants to be isolated. Okay. It just sounds to me like you guys are super stressed out. There's a lot going on. All right. Let me get one for the Justice. The Master and the Source. Yeah. It's like going back to basics here. This is like, there might be some, you know, you guys may be during this transit addressing some toxic behaviors in your relationships, and it may be outside, you know. Give me one for the Devil. The Guilt. Eight of, you know, this is about somebody who's just trying to get everything done and like has a really hard time doing it, and then ends up feeling guilty about it. Strong Libra energy too. You've got the Queen of Swords, the Empress, and the Eight of Swords, all Libra cards. I believe the Eight of Swords is a Libra card. But the Justice, which is also a Libra card, is clarified by the Master and the Source in Osho Zen. The Master is about, you know, utilitarian thinking, and then the Source is about getting back to basics. Like what is this all about? Okay. It looks like with the Justice card here, all the stress and heightened anxiety, controlling behaviors that are happening associated to the toxicity in your relationship can be resolved with just a simple conversation, and, you know, making sure that when you're conversing, you keep, you know, your bedrock goals in order. Okay. Like you know what your relationship is built on. Okay. It does look like there are a lot of outside stressors concerning your Ten of Pentacles. So it could be money, could be your home, could be a car, could be things like that. It looks like a lot of things concerning that Ten of Pentacles. Okay. All right, Aries. So just hang in there and don't get toxic. Whatever you do, don't get toxic. What I see here is that you are going to retreat a lot, and you're going to talk crazy and, you know, think that you have to do everything, and you don't. Okay. All right, so let's move on, guys. I'm going to be answering questions now. So those of you who have